Hi everyone, it is Kelly. I am so excited to be filming my May TBR video. I cannot wait to see what the spinner wheel has in store for me. So with that being said, let's get started. So just like last time, I'm going to be using the TBR prompt spinner wheel from spinthewheel.app. I will have it linked in the description box if you want to use it too. I'm so grateful for whoever made this because I love to use it every month to pick my TBR. So let's go ahead and jump in. All right, here we go, first spin. Okay. Published in 2018. Okay, you saw it here first. Published in 2018. Let's do some research. Okay, so I am so stoked. I went on Storygraph and I looked through my TBR for books that were published in 2018, and there were so freaking many good choices that I could have chosen. But I am so excited about what I ended up going with, and that is Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. This book was originally published in 2018, and I am so excited to read this book. This has been on my TBR for a while, so I can't wait to crack into this. So the back of the book says, he wants to save her, she wants to hide. She's damaged, he's determined. Fate brought them together, love binds them. I've just heard nothing but good things about this incredible, beautiful love story that I cannot wait. I am so excited that I got this on my TBR. All right, let's go ahead and spin again. That first one could not have gone any better. I'm so excited. Let's see what's up now. Okay, one word title. Interesting. Let's have a peek. So I just had a peek. I have a couple of good options, but the one that I'm gonna pick really just jumped right out to me whenever I realized that it had a one-word title, and that is Spiral by Bal Khabra. I loved Collide. Collide is the first book in the series. It was so good, and this one is a college sports romance following a hockey player and a ballerina. That's right up my alley. I am so excited to crack into this one this month. This one is also on my spring summer TBR, so I'm excited that I get to put this on the TBR. Hopefully we don't pick a romance next time, but if we do, oh well, tis the season. I feel like spring and summer is the season for reading romance. All right, spin again. Let's see. All right, treat yourself. Treat yourself. What kind of prompt is that? So I think I'm gonna take that as I buy a book. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place a pre-order for one of the books that I'm excited about that is supposed to come out in May. So I'm thinking that I go ahead and put Silver Elite by Dani Francis on this TBR. I've heard nothing but good things about Silver Elite. I am so excited to read this one. It's like a dystopian romantasy, and people have compared it to like Fourth Wing or other books like that, and I'm just so excited, like Divergent but for adults, and I'm super excited. So I think that that is absolutely the one that I have to put on this TBR. I am super excited to read Silver Elite, so that is going on the TBR. It comes out Tuesday, which is May 6th, I think. Yes, Tuesday, May 6th. So that one is going on the TBR. All right, time for another one. Title starts with B. Okay, a title that starts with the letter B. I think I'm going to exempt books, like if it starts with a letter B but it also has like a the in front, I feel like that's fine. Let's see, title that starts with the letter B. I can't even think of anything off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to go explore. Okay, I picked my book. I'm going with Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. I am really excited to read this one. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So the inside says, 3 estranged sisters return to their family home in New York after their beloved 4th sister's death in this unforgettable story of grief, hope, and the complexities of family. This has been a book that's been on my TBR ever since it came out, and I am just so excited to have the opportunity to read it. Like I said, I've heard nothing but good things. Plus the cover is very spring. Not that like grief and death are very springy, but I mean grief and death happen all the time, so who's to say it's not springy? And this is perfect because it does diversify my TBR just a little bit. Here we go, spin again. Includes music. Okay. Okay, easy. So easy. The book that I'm choosing is Deep Cuts by Holly Brinkley. I've also heard nothing but good things about this book, and it's like a record on the front, and it even says, "Look, the song whispered to me that day in my living room. Life can be so big." It's Friday night in a campus bar, fall of 2000, and Percy Marks is pontificating about music again. Hall & Oates is on the jukebox, and Percy, who has no talent for music, just lots of opinions about it, can't stop herself from overanalyzing the song, indulging what she knows to be her most annoying habit. But something is different tonight. The guy beside her at the bar, fellow student Joe Morrow, is a songwriter, and he could listen to Percy talk all night. So it really focuses heavily on music. I'm not sure if that's exactly what the prompt is asking, but since this book centers music so much, I think that it definitely fits the prompt. And it's my TBR, so I can decide. All right, here we go. Oh. Out of comfort zone. Okay, out of my comfort zone. Okay, I found it. It's perfect. It's nonfiction. Nonfiction is never in my comfort zone, but I will say I am excited about that one, about this one, and it's Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. I love John Green, just like everybody else. I actually really liked his last nonfiction book, The Anthropocene Reviewed. I really liked it. I've heard good things about this one, so I'm super excited to get this one on my TBR. I'm having so much fun. I don't know how many spins I'm gonna do, but I don't want to stop, so I'm gonna keep going. Let's see what the next one is. Oh, LGBTQ rep. Oh, nice. So that took me a total of 2 seconds to just go retrieve the book. I'm going to be choosing Late Bloomer by Mazey Eddings. I actually haven't really heard anything about this book, but it is really high on my TBR. It's on my spring summer TBR, and I am super excited. The premise of this sounds so cute. So our main character, she like inherits a bunch of money, or she wins the lottery. Sorry, yeah, she wins the lottery. And so she buys a flower farm, and then there's somebody already living on the flower farm who refuses to leave, and it's a love story between the two of them. Just so cute. It sounds so cute. So I am super excited to read Late Bloomer. Another one. Stupid. Let's see. TBR Vet. Oh, that's good. I need that. So I have so many books that have been on my TBR for ages, but one of my very first big book hauls that I ever did, I bought this book that I'm going to talk about, and I've been wanting to read it for years at this point. Probably like 5 or 6 years I've been wanting to read this book, so I'm super excited. Actually only 4 years, because it came out 4 years ago. So whoops. 4 years, that feels like a TBR vet. It's my TBR challenge. I can choose. I'm going with Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Like I said, I bought this book 4 years ago when it came out, and I just never picked it up. I loved the Caraval series. Absolutely loved it. I've heard nothing but good things about this, and this also seems like a very springy fantasy book, and I was looking at my TBR and I don't have anything fantasy on there yet, so this is a great add-in for the month. I'm super excited. And I actually think that that's going to be the last one. I did 8 spins. I picked some really great books. Let's go over them. The first one is Silver Elite by Dani Francis, which is not out yet. It comes out May 6th. So that is on the TBR. Plus, we have Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. We have Late Bloomer by Mazey Eddings. We have Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. We have Spiral by Bal Khabra. We have Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. We have Deep Cuts by Holly Brinkley. And last but not least, we have Blue Sisters by Coco, Mellors. I am super excited for this TBR. I hope that you stick around to watch the reading vlog where I read all of these books, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye!